We left off in the last video with making some major progress. We finally got this free black 300ZX started and running and took it for its very first test drive. Sounds iffy. When we got this Z, 5 out of the 6 injectors were shorted. It had all the factory coolant lines and coolant pipes, all the factory vacuum hoses. So when we pulled it all apart, my goal was to not put any of that back on. My goal was to simplify this entire engine bay while making it reliable. And when we finally got the VG started, it was smoking a bunch. Oh yeah, you can see it oozing out. Hopefully today we can look into that and see what's going on. Additionally, I did pick up the missing throttle cable bracket, so we'll attach that. And then I also picked up some vacuum caps so we can actually put on the correct caps and not just tape all these holes shut, because that's not really correct. And then hopefully take it to get gas, maybe even fix the exhaust leak on it. Well, let's just start with the easy stuff. Vacuum cap assortment. All right. Also, this is just so satisfying. Oh, too loose. Oh yeah, that'll be tight. Just gotta on that thing. There we go. Not even sure what that was supposed to be for, but we are not using it. There's another hidden guy under the throttle body here. You can see the tape we have on it. All right, there we go. That's sick, actually. All right, next let's put on the throttle cable bracket. In the last video, we stole it off of Holly's red Z over there, but it turns out the throttle cable bracket was actually left at powder coat. So we got it nice and clean. Just goes right there on top. Now this may seem a little out of order, but the next thing I want to do is actually inspect the exhaust leak. It bothers me so much hearing exhaust leaks, and it's so loud on this car. In the last video when I had it running, I could feel it on my leg when I was sitting in the car. Let's jack it up, get it started, and see where it's coming from. All right, let's see what we got going on under here. Wow, look at that hole. Stick my finger all the way through it. Okay, so step one, I'm gonna probably grind away this piece of the heat shield so I can see this hole. While we're under here grinding and welding, I don't even know what this bull crap is, but we're not keeping it. I'm gonna cut it all the way down here and weld that shut. Then after we get these 2 points figured out, we'll start it up and see if there's any more leaks. Oh boy, I see a lot of future rust repair coming up. Ah, the joys. So I'm thinking we can just use this piece of the heat shield that I cut off as the patch for the exhaust. Doesn't have to be pretty. We're welding outside, so we'll crank this a little higher than normal. This is some pretty thin stuff, so I'll probably leave it at 2. Wire speed around 35, 40. We really put the bee and booger on this one. This thing was so crusty, it did not want to hold a weld. This patch wasn't so bad, could have been prettier, but it kept blowing holes, so it looked boogery. But hopefully that seals. Let's start it up and see how it sounds. This battery's been dead for 5 years, so we're gonna use the jump pack. Oh, sounds significantly quieter. Oh, does the throttle cable work? It does. Oh, I think we nailed it first try. Yeah, we got it. Oh, I still gotta remove this stupid pipe. Now this makes me think of something I'm wondering if any of you guys are catching too. That exhaust leak was only on the left header. In the last video, the right exhaust, if you're in the back of the car, was the one smoking out a bunch. So if there was a massive hole on this side and the left, that would explain why we didn't get as much smoke on the left rear. So maybe they were smoking evenly and it was just trying to get all the soot out from sitting for so long. I don't know. Maybe we'll just test drive it to the gas station and see how it's doing. And this isn't connected to anything in the engine bay, so that's why I'm not worried whatsoever with just cutting it off and leaving it open. We'll get to this eventually. It's not that big of a deal right now. Add that to the trash stack. And I will say, after just starting it for that test start, I don't smell any smoke. I don't see any smoke. So maybe it really was just residual in the exhaust. That's really good news. I was really worried in the last video. I thought for sure it was blown. I'm just worried if I'm gonna make it there or not because the fuel level is so low. But other than that, the engine ran so healthy. So I guess I'm not too concerned. I think we'll be all right. Okay, the power steering definitely needs some work. It's screaming. Surprisingly, a lot less smoky. I'm not seeing any clouds behind us. It's driving pretty good. Man, it's so nice and quiet. It's crazy what such a tiny exhaust hole can do. Drives super smooth, no complaints. All of our gauges are looking good. Oil pressure, I don't know, is that good? I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. It's moving though, so at least it has oil pressure. But man, we are low on gas. Surprised it's still running. This thing is eating bumps like it's nothing. Good suspension for its age. There are some creaks here and there, but you know, that's pretty normal. We are pulling into Shell to get that 93 octane. I don't think the e-brake holds, it keeps moving. So we'll throw it in gear. It looks like we have company. Well, so far I'd give that a success. Hopefully we don't have any friends today because, yeah. Oh, I parked way too close. This is one of the few gas stations I know of that does not have an overhead over every single pump. Let's see how much this thing takes. First official fill up, 16 gallons. It's a huge tank for a two-door. Now, as some of you may know, I log all of the fill-ups on all of my cars and I track the miles per gallon. With this being the first fill-up, I'm curious to see how many miles per gallon this thing gets with a stock VG. That'll be really interesting to compare it to the KA in my Z. You think this one will get more or less than my turbo KA Z? I feel like this one's gonna get less. The cop is still there. All right, let's see if we make it out of here alive. You're not gonna believe this. I just stalled it right in front while I was leaving. That's what I get for not putting a battery in this thing. Ooh, that's sick. Oh yeah, baby, we're good. Home free. You know what? I probably should check the coolant on here. I just realized I never topped that off. We're at the store, so we'll just buy some. Looks like we're gonna have to go with the 50/50. I'm not seeing any distilled water here. Man, the intake manifold pops. Uh-oh, we got some fluid going on down here. It would appear as though I didn't have the radiator cap fully secured. Oops. At least it's still there. I'm curious to see just how low this was. Hopefully not too bad. The temp gauge did not go above the middle, but we all know the stock gauges on these cars are not really accurate. Well, it took 3/4 of a gallon, so needless to say, it was definitely low. That's all right, at least it's topped off. We didn't go very far. It's not blown. Oh man, we got junk in the trunk. More junk. You guys are not gonna believe what license plate was available for the black 300ZX. 240ZX, isn't that crazy? Can't believe that. No, but seriously, you guys have given me some great suggestions. I'm still not sure what I want the plate to be on this car. I always like to do something clever, you know, something that matches. 300ZX is pretty good, but I don't know, it's too many letters. I think it can only be 6. I think it's time we make the maiden voyage all the way back home. And maybe on our way, we'll stop and give it its very first wash, even though it might rain. I don't know, we'll see. Still don't have a battery for this car yet, so we're gonna keep jumping it. Starts right up though. You know, it's crazy what just a simple wash can do. Unfortunately, it didn't wash off all the rust, but man, the car does look a lot better. Well, somehow, some way, the Z made it with no issues. I think it's time to put a battery in this thing. I did kill it 1 or 2 times while driving it. It did not like to idle while at low RPM, and I honestly think that's because of the underdrive pulley. So the alternator is not exactly putting out as much as it normally would at that RPM, and this battery is absolutely dead, so it had no juice in it. So I think we're gonna steal the battery either out of the work truck or maybe the Gloria. And I only suggest the Gloria battery because this battery is technically the correct size. It's a 24F. And this is a VG, single cam though. While we got the battery out, I want to see how rusty it is under here. Apparently this is a common rust spot. Oh, that's not too bad. That's just surface rust. Since we replaced the battery and we still have the hood up, I think we should replace the headlights. If you guys remember, one of them is out, so it's not really ideal to be driving around with one headlight, especially around here. And I tried to keep the same theme here that Jeff had going with running HIDs, so I ordered some as well. I hope that these are the same color. What the heck? I guess we'll do it before. Turn them on. Kind of hard to see the color. They're more on the blue side, I will say. But this one is obviously out. And I tried to find ocean blue, so these should be similar. This always looks so confusing and like a whole lot of mumbo jumbo, but it's pretty simple. It just adapts right here, and then it just all connects and goes straight into the headlight. Aha. It's that simple. Let's see what these are looking like. Those are the bulbs. Dude. These look pretty similar. No way this is the same thing. Okay, maybe not identical, but I bet they're the same internally. And the coolest part is, I bet this will fit into that holder. Oh man, that's satisfying. I lucked out here. We got this side all taken care of. Now let's mount this one. All right, this side's good to go. Let's see how it looks. Not too bad. And HIDs do take a second to warm up. Cool. Guess we'll get a better view at night. Oh, there you go. They started to warm up a little bit. Kind of matches what it looked like. Hell yeah. Well, we were getting ready to take this thing out for a drive, but it decided to act like a 300ZX because now it's not starting. Check it out. Get in. Neutral. Clutch is down. Ignition on. Got good lights, good battery. Not even a click sound. Nothing. So far what I've checked is the, well actually I saw this on the ground. I was like, oh perfect, easy fix. Probably just a button that needs to be depressed for the clutch. Nope, the safety switch is in working order. This is for the cruise control, so not really important. Then I check the fuse panel here. Starter system is good. Next thing I want to check is the starter relay that's in the fender well, which means probably got to jack this thing up and peel some plastic away. You know, I thought I had to take off the wheel, but honestly, look at all the clearance here. It's amazing. Yeah, we'll be good. They have this car so crammed, they didn't have any room inside the car for this wiring. Now, this wire may not be the right gauge, but it'll at least let us know if this is the issue. I'm gonna stick it in the connector, and that's gonna jump the harness on either side. It'll look something like that. It was the starter relay. That's wild. I honestly have not really run into relays going bad. That's probably the first relay I've ever seen fail. And it was within minutes. I had just started the car up, no problem before. That's wild. It's the small issues like this that are the downfall to this chassis. But hey, if you know the tricks and tips, more power to you. That's what keeps them on the road. Ho ho ho. Dude, day one of putting this thing into commission, already 300ZX problems. Yeah, the starter stopped working. The starter? Yeah, and then I tried to start it and nothing. It was just not even click. It was actually the starter relay, surprisingly.
Was it like clicking?
It wasn't even clicking.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
That's kind of why I had an idea, but yeah, the car looks good, dude.
Yeah, thanks. This car looks pretty good.
It's not bad. I mean, for its age and Midwest car, yeah, it's not bad.
Cool.
We've definitely seen worse.
I mean, no, the last time I saw this car was like you were just buttoning up the intake manifold. And
Oh yeah, do you want to see it?
yeah. Ooh, shiny.
Gotta have some shine.
Oh, dude, I didn't want to touch this thing.
It's now time for one of the ultimate project car tests. Take a cute girl out on a date. Miss Franzi is here with us. And we can also see if the wipers work because now we're in the rain. Yeah. Hey, at least they're working though. Just a little bit noisy. So far.
What was that? I can't hear you.
Well, the security system's going off. I don't know how to turn it off. Started the car, still going off. I'm just trying to find the horn fuse at this point. I ended up pulling out this fuse. What is it called here? Room L theft door lock. That was annoying.
You're on the rail, bro.
What you mean?
You're parked on the rail, dog. Trying to hit it.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's go. You ready? You ready? hungry, little man? Dinner time? Oh yeah, it's dinner time.
So milky and drifty.
Ooh, good save, good save.
What the hell you doing? Why this truck stop here? Get on out of here. Oh my god.
Is this dude about to slide his pickup, or are we just busted?
Causing problems.
How's it going, sir? You okay? You're parked in a weird spot, that's all I'm asking. Why is that?
I think that the fucking cops would put all you guys in jail.
We don't want to cause any problems. We're just here hanging out.
We're just here hanging out. Harmless fun. We're not doing drugs, we're not drinking, we're not shooting anyone.
That's, you know what? That's great.
Right?
It really is. You gonna vote for Trump?
Yes.
I'm not gonna vote, actually.
Well, then you, and then there's some other guys that drag race.
Oh, where do they drag race? Is there another strip over there? Okay.
Come on, you guys know all this shit.
We don't drag, so honestly, I don't know that one.
All right, well, you guys have fun. Don't crash.
We promise.
You're welcome to hang out with us, honestly.
No, I'm good.
It could be fun. I'm not joking either.
No, because I'm just worried about if my daughter's coming
driving through
here.
this. So the thing is, we'll sit far enough back so that if we know a car's coming, we'll alert the other people.
Okay.
So we won't go. It's not like we're just going willy-nilly. You know what I mean? We got to have some kind of structure here.
Yeah. Well, that's good. All right. You guys have a good night.
What was your name? Is it okay if I shake your hand?
I'm Tim.
Tim, my name is Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. Be careful.
We will.
Don't crash.
We'll do our best. We won't crash,
Because
though.
when this first started happening, there was a guy that crashed. And he got
Really?
killed.
Where at?
Well, they were doing the
drag?
yeah.
Oh. Well, this is lower speed. It's, if you do fall off in the grass.
What are you talking about? You fucking do those shitties all the time.
I mean,
But it's not fast.
it's not fast,
Yeah, it's not like
honestly.
drag racing.
It's maybe tops 30 miles per hour.
Yeah.
You're only in second gear, We're not going 100 miles per hour like the drag racers,
Yeah. All right, you guys have fun, all right?
Dude, it was nice to
Take
meet you.
care.
Thank you,
Yep.
sir.
I don't pull some bullshit like that.
Are we popped or what?
No, pretty good.
Think we're good?
Yeah.
All right, as soon as he leaves, I'm gonna hit a lap then. I think he was honestly just concerned. He seemed to lighten up at the end.
He did. I feel like he was drunk or something.
He did seem drunk, either drunk or old or tired.
Good job.
Good car. There we go. Hell yeah.
B-roll.
Video?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I know. Boom. Piece of whatever.